When it came time to edit this episode, I had the displeasure of learning that the files had all become corrupted. But fear not, I worked with what I had and I painstakingly put everything back together. However, there are some side effects to this. The audio, unfortunately, suffered a hit in this episode. You'll notice that the audio levels are a little bit wacky. That is to say, the game volume is a little bit low, my voice a little too high, and there's also some background sound, and the music in the game sounds a little bit funky, but this is all an issue that goes away in the next episode. Thank you for understanding. This was beyond my control. The files just got corrupted. Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, we went up to that statue in Delving, and we saw something about Bounder's Bounty, and I didn't know what that was, so I looked it up, and apparently it was an event right before Helm's Deep came out, in which you tried to rebuild that statue by gathering tokens, and that is no longer available. That kind of shut down after Helm's Deep launched. So the completionist in me kind of dies a little bit, but there's the answer to that question. And also in the last episode, we were helping Dora fight off some wolves, because they were eating her chickens. Let's see what quest she has for us now.
Could I take a moment of your time?
There's been a rumor of a scarred old wolf spotted away from the rest of the pack. In fact, across the road from the wolf den, north from my farm. I don't know what might have happened, but I think it's fair to say that this old wolf must be their leader, exiled for some reason. Now, I think I've done something terribly foolish, Kippen. My neighbor, Jolly Smallborough, is a true gentle hobbit, and I suspect he's something of an admirer of mine. Unfortunately, I mentioned this wolf business to him, and he swore to take care of it. If you don't mind, would you please find Jolly before the wolf does? I'll feel terrible if something happens to him. Alright, so we got a white knight here that we're going to try to save. Ironically, going to try to white knight the white knight, so he doesn't get eaten by a wolf. We don't want that. Or actually, this quest tracker is taking me somewhere else. Let me go this way. Actually, go take care of the wolf. So, I was watching some of my first few episodes of the series, and I noticed there were a few issues with the audio. First of all, on a couple of the episodes, the audio was slightly out of sync, maybe half a second or so. It wasn't that distracting, but I think I figured out why that happened, and it shouldn't happen anymore, hopefully. And another audio issue is that every once in a while, my commentary cuts off for a split second, but it's always when I'm mid-sentence, so it's very distracting. That seems to be an issue with the Elgato game capture card that I'm using. I tried reaching out to their support staff, and hopefully I can get that fixed, but it's an issue I've actually been having recording a lot of my stuff recently, and I really don't know what to do about it other than just try to figure it out with someone.
What do you need?
Dora was worried about me? Truly? Perhaps she does have feelings for me. Well, to tell you the truth, I was a little worried myself about what would have happened if the wolf showed in a muzzle around here. I felt sure my bucket of boar meat would lure the beast out of hiding too. Oh well, maybe I didn't get smelly enough boar meat. I'll clean this up, and we can go talk to Dora together. Gracious me, it smells something awful. Alright, so there is the wolf. Let me kind of kill him. Nice wolf. Help. Alright, I can definitely beat this guy down. No problem. Hooray! Thank you, friend. Dora is sure to court me now that this beast is dealt with. Alright, sir. So, I guess let me go back to Dora and try to take all the credit. Probably not gonna happen, though. I feel like my warden is pretty humble. God, I can't get an angle here. There we go. I keep getting confused with my burglar, because obviously I've played him for years. He's also a hobbit, and I have the same hat equipped on him, as far as cosmetic goes. So I might keep confusing myself. But let me talk to Miss Dora. And also, if you are providing feedback on these videos, it might be a while until your feedback gets recognized, because I'm bulk recording these episodes, so I'm recording like I don't know, 5 to 10 episodes at a time. So, yeah. Anyways.
I'm sorry, my thoughts were elsewhere.
You rescued Jolly Kippen, and thank goodness. I knew there wouldn't be an old wolf that could do you in, though I'm sure the same can't be said for poor, well-meaning Mr. Smallborough. I have not yet decided whether to take him up on his dinner invitation. Yes, he went straight here to ask before you even returned. What a fool. So let me see what I want here. Do I want a spear? Do I want that? What is this, 6 DPS? I'll take it. I'll use that instead of the sword I'm currently using. Okay. So let's see what else I want to do. Let's do the quest Lobelia's Fireworks. If you remember from the last episode, Lobelia Sackville-Baggins wants some exquisite fireworks for her birthday party. So we're going to go all the way to Tuckborough and see if we can get that commission for her. I don't know how I feel about helping a Sackville-Baggins, but I guess that's just the nature of the business here. Alright, so this apparently is the firework lady.
Just a moment.
Oh, really? Fireworks for Lobelia Sackville-Baggins, is it? I'm almost happy to be able to tell you that I'm out of both fireworks and the ingredients to make them. The truth is, I made up a whole batch recently, but it was stolen, and the Bonders haven't been much help getting it back, begging your pardon. If Lobelia really wants fireworks for her party, there will be a lot of purchase she has to make. There's charcoal, salt, what is that, saltpeter? I don't know what that is, brimstone, and iron fillings to buy, among other things. So you go back to Lobelia and make sure she's willing to pay for all of this. If she still wants them, come back here and I'll lay out all the things you need to do. Alright, so let us run back to Lobelia Sackville-Baggins. Or actually, let's do something here. I think there's the recipe for that brew for the Bird and Baby Inn. Should be here in the Great Smiles. So let's take a look.
Might I have a word with you?
So this is actually another quest. I need your help. I made a terrible mistake and listened to Isambard and Imbert, my full cousins. You see, old Adelard is always lecturing us young tooks on the history of family, and well, it does get tiring. My cousins decided to play a trick on him and convinced me to sneak away with the last chapter of Adelard that Adelard wrote for the yearbook of Tuckborough. Now I'm worried about the trouble I'm going to be in. Isambard, though, went out to get the chapter from where he hid it, but hasn't returned yet. So I guess let's look for that.
Might I trouble you for some help?
Oh, thank goodness. I'm in the sorriest of straits, but I must make you swear not to tell anyone else of my troubles. If others were to hear of it, there would surely be panic in Tuckborough. My library is haunted. As difficult as it may seem to believe, I think it is the ghost of old Took. I think the troubles darkening the Shire of late have disturbed him, like those bears over in the east of here. They were never so aggressive in his days. Wait, perhaps that's it. The old Took was known for slaying a great bear in his time. If you could bring me the pelts of a few bears, maybe it will ease his spirit. It will show the Shire is still safe. Alright, so we got a haunted library. Let me see if I can find that recipe. Should be maybe in the library here. Though I do not see it. Or, there we go. That should be it. Yellowed recipe. Perfect. So now I can take that back to the Bird and Baby whenever I get a chance. Alright, let's get out of here. Where is the exit? There we go. Alright, where do I want to go? I think I'm just gonna follow the quest tracker and just do whatever is along the way. I think maybe in the future I might try to organize the quests a little bit better. So I'm kind of doing quest chains in a single video as opposed to splitting them up. But we'll see. So this is Isambard Took.
Good day.
What prevents us send a bounder out here? She's such a warrior. There's nothing to fear. Old Imbard and me will have the last chapter of Adelard's in 2 shakes. See, we hid the chapter in a satchel in the tree, but the branch we climbed up on broke off. We have been here scratching our heads on how to get it down, but you just gave us a grand idea. See, I'll just knock the satchel out of the tree with the stone. I don't know, Isambard. What if you miss? Oh, don't worry, I won't miss. Here, watch. Seems I hit a hive. Of course you did. Of course you did. Let me slap him. Bees. Alright, let me kill some bees. It looks like I use a lot of power on the warden. I haven't really been paying attention to how much power I've been using. Alright, now I can't miss. Isambard, wait! Here, watch. Is he throwing another one? You got the whole hive down. Looks like you got the hive. Fortunately, the bees are gone. Oh no, look. Bears. We really got bears. I tried to do my induction stopper combination there, but I wasn't quick enough. Still need to practice some more. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get a whole combination off in the time they're doing an induction. This time for sure. Don't worry. This guy's just worried out of his mind. See? Here's the satchel. Let me get Adelard's chapter. Thank goodness. I had it under control the entire time. Here, friend, take this to Provincia for me. Come on, Embart. Now that we are done here, let's see if we can find old Peregrine. I've not seen him for some days. I wonder where he's gotten off to. Alright, so we got the chapter back. Pretty good. We need to get one more bear pelt, since we killed 2 bears here. Let me see where the bears are lingering. Alright, so should be all around here. Go find some. One of the advantages to being a hunter is that you can actually track animals. So whenever you're looking for something, it's a lot easier, because you can actually find them. Really? I didn't get a bear pelt from that guy? That seems kind of silly. Guess I have to kill some more. See, I can't do the induction disruption quickly enough. There must be like some trick to it. Because surely they wouldn't expect you to pull off that combination in the short time it takes them to... I don't know. And I don't know why I'm not getting pelts. For some reason, pelts just do not want to come. Gonna wait for this patrol here. Let me throw a spear at him. Alright, come on, I got it this time. Nope, barely short. I guess I just need to practice. Are my pelts here? Like, where are the pelts? I'm killing so many bears. I'm gonna try one more. Maybe I'm like killing them in the wrong area. I don't know. Alright, here we go. There we go, but no, he still got it off. I can't get that combo fast enough, man. But I finally got this pelt. Let me get out of here. Let me go take some stuff back. Alright. Yeah, because technically it should take about 3 seconds to get that combination off. But the induction that the bears were doing seemed to be shorter than that because I just couldn't get it off in time. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
What do you need?
Good, you found it. Now to sneak this back to the library before Adelard notices it's even gone. My thanks. You've saved me from a host of troubles. What do I want here? Probably this. I just leveled up. Nice. Let me get rid of this. Let me equip my new javelin. And then let me go talk to this guy with his bear pelts.
Oh, woe is me.
Oh, good, you found the pelts. Now I'll just have to put them in the library and the old Took's ghost will be calmed. I'm sure of it. He'll go back to his rest and I'll get my library back. Thank you. These pelts will surely put the old Took to rest. I think he comes back out. There he is.
I hope it's not a bother. May I speak with you?
Oh dear, the ghost is still troubling my library. In fact, the moment I took a step in, it raised such a racket that it gave me a terrible fright. I'm so afluttered that I don't think I was even able to eat supper. Wait, food? Like most hobbits, the old Took had an affection for his victuals, especially spiced boar ribs. I admit, I have fondness of them myself. Perhaps if we prepare a plate of ribs for him, we can appease his ghost. Go speak to my niece, Adelina Proudfoot. Her hole is just east of the Great Smiles, and she is a marvelous cook. Don't tell her why we need the ribs. I don't want to start a panic. Alright, so let's cook some ribs. I love a good ghost story. So let's go talk to this lady. See if she has any good rib recipes. And what is this? Got a new deed. Sights of the Shire.
With the gall of some folk.
Oh, how is dear Uncle Adelard? I don't see him nearly enough anymore. So he wants some spiced boar ribs, does he? Well, I have the spices, but I lack the ribs. They are rather important for the dish, are they not? Huh. But don't you worry, there are plenty of boars roaming the hills east of Tuckborough. If you bring me some ribs, I will make the dish Uncle Adelard is after. Alright, so let's kill some boars. Let's get some ribs. So I'm just viciously gonna ride into the battlefield, kill some pigs, and then rip the ribs right off and stick them in my pocket. Seems like a plan. Alright, that's one. Let me throw a javelin at him. I really should start using my range stuff a little bit more. Haven't really been using it. That's two. I need one more. Get on my horse. See a piggy right there. Got pretty good range on these javelins. Okay, perfect. Let's get this dish going.
It's been a foul day, it has.
Good, you've brought the ribs. Let me prepare them for you. Here you go. Tell Uncle Adelard to enjoy them, but if he eats too many, he'll have to add a notch or two to his belt. Ugh, got stuck. Alrighty, Mr. Adelard.
Please leave me to my sorrow.
Ah, good, you have the ribs, and they smell delicious. Adelina is quite the cook, isn't she? Well, I will place these in the library, and hopefully they will appease the old Took's ghost. Then I'll have some peace again. Oh, these spiced ribs smell delicious. Alright, let's see if that worked.
Could I take a moment of your time?
The ghost is still in my library. When will it leave me alone? You know, all this started when I was doing a bit of tidying up in there, sending a few things off to the Matham house and such. I stumbled across an old rocket from the old Took's last Midsummer's Eve party. Gandalf the Grey and he were great friends, you know, and Gandalf would bring the most splendid fireworks. Perhaps I upset the old Took's ghost when I sent that rocket off to the Matham house? It could be that he wants to see it fired off. If we could get the rocket back and fire it, it might appease the ghost. Could you speak to the keeper, Brombard, Foxtail, and Mickle Delving and get it? The Matham house is up on a hill northwest of the center of Delving. Once you have the crackers, could you fire them off at the Methil stage in Bywater? Alright, I think I could do that. So we need to head back all the way to Delving. I can do that. But first, I may want to talk to Lobelia. I don't know, I'm trying to be efficient with how I do quests, but I'm also trying to keep things somewhat linear and concise within each video, so I'm not entirely sure what the best way to do that is. Again, let me know some feedback in the comments.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Oh good, there's something very important I would ask you to do for me. When my grandson Wilcom was younger, I made his lunch every day, but ever since he's moved to Scary, I don't get the chance to do it. You see, he oversees the quarry there, and I'm very proud of him, but I so do miss making him lunch. In fact, I miss it so much that I made him a very special lunch. Unfortunately though, my old bones won't take me all the way there, but a young one like you could easily take it to him. Would you mind taking this lunch to him? Bring it to Wilcom Tunley in Scary, but please do hurry. I don't want it to spoil before he gets it. Alright, so there's no timer or anything, so I don't have to worry about actually hurrying up with that.
Hi there, give me a moment.
Oh, hello there. I'm sorry I'm not more friendly today, but I'm a bit concerned about my cousin Gerbert. You see, a while ago I wrote in my calendar that Gerbert and I were to share supper. Today was the day, but Gerbert hasn't shown up. My cousin isn't one to miss a meal, so I'm more troubled than usual. Would you mind going over to his house to see what is taking him so long? I would go, but I've got a pot on the stove right now. His house is west of Tuckborough. Just follow the road west out of town proper, and you'll see it. Alright. And this is going to be probably a postman delivery, so I'll leave that later. I think I might do all the postal deliveries in a single video. And then there's also the pie delivery quest here in the Shire that I might do in a single video as well. So let's go find Gerbert. Here's his house. What is that? Something doesn't feel right here. Everything looks to be abandoned. It's cobwebs. I hear rats. Alright, let me kill some rats. Do I have any sort of area of effect attacks on this guy? I should probably read some of my gambits and figure out if I can do any area of effect attacks. I'm sure I can. So this is Gerbert's journal. Let me see if I can actually read it. Monday. Today Peregrine dared me to hide in one of Longoburrow's wagons, the ones that head east out of the Shire. He doesn't think I'll do it, but I'll show him. Alright, so it seems like he may have gotten into a wagon and gotten into a bit of trouble that way. More rats. I don't really need to kill these guys. I could just run past them, but might as well kill them. Alright. There are a few more rats here. I'm just gonna get out. And then let me run back to Isilia. Isilia took. Let her know about this whole wagon business. I don't like this horse. I don't like the flag on the back of it. Hopefully I can get a better one later. Alright, lady.
Wait, the goal of some folk?
Gerbert's house looks empty. Here, let me take a look at that journal of his. I'm sure he'll be all manner of embarrassed to know that I've read his journal, but I think it's important we know where he's gotten off to.
Hi there, you give me a moment?
Oh dear, well it seems Gerbert may have gotten himself into a bit of a pickle. The last entry in his journal says that our fool cousin Pippin dared him to hide in one of Longoburrow's wagons going east. The strangest thing is that this was written some time ago. Pippin has been away in Hobbiton, and Longo's farm isn't that far away. Perhaps you should speak with Longo to see if he's seen Gerbert. Longo's farm is on the Stock Road, east out of Tuckborough. The more I think about this, the more concerned I get for poor Gerbert. Alright, so I can check on that. Let's go take a look. So Longo's farm is just right here. Alright, sir.
Mercy me!
What? You come a-calling about some fool Took? Well, I might have seen him, but I ain't going to tell you what I've seen for nothing. No, you're going to have to do me a favor first. Of course I am.
Goodness, could you help me with something?
Before I tell you where that old fool Took you're looking for is, I want you to do something for me. See, my pipeweed is known throughout the Shire, and a bit beyond, and that means I've got lots of folk coming and asking for that leaf. Well, my current crop isn't quite ready for harvesting yet, but I'm a smart hobbit, you see. Back when the bears were sleeping in the winter, I hid a barrel of leaf in one of their dens for just such a rainy day. Go to the bear den south of here and find that barrel of leaf. When you bring it back, I'll tell you what I know about Took. Alright, so let's go get a barrel of pipeweed from the bear den. That does not sound very safe, but we're going to be doing that. Again, I'm going to ask you guys for some feedback. What length do you like these videos at? Do you like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? What do you want? Let me know. So I bugged out a bear when I jumped down here. Man, I'm so used to being able to sneak on my burglar that I'm going to have to get used to actually avoiding enemies the regular way. I'll kill this guy. Alright. Yeah, I'm taking the whole sneak thing for granted on my burglar because I didn't realize how convenient it was until now. So right now my combination just includes doing offensive strike as my gambit. Works pretty well. For now at least, until I unlock some more gambits. I'm trying to find this pipeweed. Let me see exactly where it is. Seems to be like right there, maybe? Alright, finally I was able to... What? I thought I was able to disrupt that one, but I guess not. Alright, so let me kill this guy. And then this guy. I pressed my buttons too fast, so the gambit didn't actually activate, because I was trying to go really quick to disrupt that one. Alright, so let me get the pipeweed. There's also a backpack here. Nice. Now let me get out of here. Let me take Longoburrow's pipeweed back to him. Excuse me. Already level 9. I might disable my leveling because I also want to do some of the other early areas of the game, including Ered Luin. And I guess it's no fun if all the quests are 10 levels below me or whatever. Well, we'll see. We'll see what I'm going to do.
Goodness!
Alright, you found the leaf. Give it here. Now I'll keep my end of the bargain. This Took you're looking for. Gerber was his name, eh? And he did one of my leaf wagons. He hid in one of my leaf wagons. Well, I haven't seen him. Hey, I didn't think I'd actually seen this Took of yours. I just said I'd tell you what I know. And that's all I know. Now off with you. So I have been scammed. I can't believe it. Let me go talk to Gerbert's relative. What was she? His sister? His cousin? Cilia? I can't remember. But let me talk to her.
It's been a foul day, it has.
Oh, how terrible. That Longo is such a rude sort. I'm so sorry that he tricked you like that. The next time I see him, I'll have a word with him. Now, back to the matter of Gerbert. I think I may just have thought of who else may be able to ask, and still willing to go out and look. If you're still willing to go out and look for him, gotta get one of these. Let me get this. It's an upgrade.
Don't walk off. I need to speak with you.
Okay, so I am level 10. Alright, let me close that. You see, I had just thought about who else we could ask. My cousin Alda is married to Rollo Boffin in Woodhall. Some didn't consider it a wise marriage, myself included, but they seem happy enough. That, though, is neither here nor there. The importance of Woodhall is that much of the pipeweed from Tokien passes through there for other points in the Shire. Rollo happens to oversee much of that pipeweed. Perhaps since Gerbert hit on a leaf wagon traveling east, Rollo may know something of him. I must say that the less you discover, the more anxious about him I become. Rollo lives in Woodhall, east of Tuckborough, on the Stock Road. Okay, so the mystery deepens. Let me decline this. Let me loot some of this. Let me take a look at this kind of stuff. Got some turbine points, some deeds. So as you do deeds, you get some turbine points that you can use in the LOTRO store, which is pretty nice. I got all this stuff. I'll read those later. So let me go talk to Lobelia about her fireworks, see if she's willing to cough up some money for all the ingredients that are going to be needed. So how long is this video so far? About 30 minutes. So I might finish up talking to Lobelia and end the episode there. We'll see. There's a bunch of quests here I'm going to have to come back and do at one point. I like how Lobelia just makes herself at home in Bag End. She's such a terrible hobbit. I'm gonna have to go around to get up there. That's okay. We got a bunch of quests here. I might take a look at those starting in the next episode. Alright. Miss Lobelia, are you gonna pay?
Can't a body be left alone?
Pay for the ingredients? Why, I never. Oh, I suppose I must, if all her stock was stolen. Here, take these coins to that Took. These had better be the best fireworks the Shire has ever seen. Alright. So, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you are enjoying the series. I hope you decide to continue with this adventure. And if you're not already part of the Renaissance Gaming family, be sure to take the vow of non-stop gaming. Enjoy the monastery by hitting the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. We're going to talk to some of these hobbits here near the party tree. So I'll see you then.